Hey friends, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for hanging out with me for this Memory Planning Monday video. This is Project Life Week 42, so stick around. Hey friends, thanks for joining me for this Memory Planning Monday. I am super excited to be in Project Life, absolutely obsessed with this project and trying to stay on top of it as much as possible because of December daily coming up, which I've already started kind of planning and not really planning, but like getting ideas for. So this week is week 42. It was like such a busy work week, and I had a million pictures from the school field trip and our weekend, which worked out because I didn't take any pictures Monday through Thursday really, or Monday through Wednesday. So right now I'm just making my title card. I'm using a bunch. I had a really hard time, by the way, picking out what kit I was going to use. I went through so many different subscription kits, all my pocket cards, trying to figure out what the heck I was going to do. And in the end, I went with the most recent documented kit from Studio Calico called Common Ground because the colors are very fall friendly, and that's what basically the whole entire left side of the spread has. So I'm using my Alphas Are Awesome stamps from Ali Edwards, and then that's pretty much all I use from her. The rest of it is like almost all Studio Calico, except that yellow scallop washi and the rainbow washi, which is an older Heidi Swap one. I just liked the colors and I thought they worked really well for this whole week. And then I've got some tickets pulled out that I want to use, some of the chipboard phrases that have like the indented words, which I absolutely love. This embellishment. It's probably my favorite in quite a while because usually I go for the puffy stickers, but this is such a creative way and a fresh take on not just chipboard, but word phrases. So just then I tried to peel up the washi because I didn't love it. Ended up ripping the card. So I was like, nope, we're just going to leave it down. Should have used my undo, which I will use later. And so now I'm just going to embellish my card. I used the October circle, the numbers from the Studio Calico set of alphas, and then I pulled the colorful labels as well. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do on this title card. I really never know. Title cards always kind of stump me a little bit. Let me know if you have ideas for those. Next year I will most certainly put the weeks, like the dates that it is. Like it's week 42, but most people will put, October 5th through October 12th or whatever. And I haven't done that and didn't know that was like a thing. So I will definitely do that in 2024. But I've basically pulled out every single one of my paper person, hearts and stars, puffy stickers, because they're just my absolute favorite. Like I wish I had, if I just had these as my embellishment, I'd probably be okay. But so there I go, trying to repair the little oopsie that I did. And, yeah, I think I'm going to call it good for now, but I do go back and add to it. Same with this picture. Like I kind of forget, oh, I have like 8 million embellishments out. So let me pull those back in as they sort of come to mind. So this was a really busy work week for me. I did a lot at school, substitute teaching, and I think I've shared before on this channel that I'm always in the special ed room. It can be really challenging because most of the kids are nonverbal. A lot of them can become violent, and the younger ones hit and pinch and actually bite. And so it was a really exhausting week. No, I am not special ed certified. I do have 2 teaching degrees, but none of them are special ed. There's just a huge shortage right now, and it's really actually very tragic. The limited amount of resources and teachers that are available for the population. So anyhow, so besides working and getting abused, which, it is what it is. Like the kids, they're super sweet and they don't really know any better. But one of the days, I think it was Thursday, was our field trip, Nora's 3rd grade field trip to the orchard. So it was a day. I'm going to get to that in just a second, but at first they got to feed the goats, which was super cute. So there she is with her friend. And, then what else did we do? Oh, we got to see like the donuts being made, like the fresh apple cider donuts. and we had apple cider, and we got to go like look around the little store and see how they like press the apples to make the cider, yada yada yada. Okay, see there, I went back and embellished my card with a couple of those little tiny circle stickers, which are a really cute, simple embellishment, and I love them. Yeah, okay, so then I'm also going to use the chipboard that came with this kit. I'm also going to pull in the tags at some point, which I've forgotten about at this point in filming, which is why they're not on any of the photos. And the stars, of course. I put stars on like almost, well, not all, but most of the photos. So this little card says documenting October days, and you can see I'm referencing my Archer and Olive daily journal, even though these things literally happened days ago, but my brain is just shot, as evidenced by me spelling out Tuesday when the field trip was Thursday, and I knew that. And I'm like, oh, just kidding. But also, at the time that I'm creating this, Nora's having a play date, so I'm kind of like half listening to her play date and, you know, making sure they're being appropriate, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why I put Tuesday. And I was like, no, Jen, this is, you're journaling about Thursday. So basically here, I'm using this whole card to journal about the different things that we got to do at the field trip and how we went on a hayride and a corn maze, went through a corn maze. They got to take home some apples, sample the food, of course, like that, the donuts. But since Nora has celiacs, I stopped at Starbucks on my way into the school for chaperoning and picked up her favorite Rice Krispie treat, which those are gluten-free. So, yeah, that's what I'm journaling about. Now, there is a picture of the kids on the hayride. There's Nora's hand saying hello. There's a picture of the kids on the hayride, and the flip up shows a picture of Norah with an ice pack on her face. And so what happened was, obviously, like, bees are really bad right now. And yep, a yellow jacket, sure enough, was attacking us and swarming at us. It got in Nora's hair and she freaked out and was like trying to get it away and out of her hair, and it stung her in the face, like in the cheek. Thank God she's not allergic. She did cry, she did freak out. Luckily we had one of those, like, you know, you punch them and then it becomes like immediately frozen, like an ice pack. So she got to hold, she held that on her face, and you see there, she looks so cute and happy. And then literally 2 minutes later, a bee stung her in the face. I felt so bad. She was okay. She recovered quicker than I thought she would. But I'm so thankful that I was there. And so I journal about that as well. I lost some footage, which I guess my like storage was full, so I had to delete some. Sorry about that. I'll go back and show you like close-ups at the end. But this is a picture of like the whole class at the end of the trip, and Nora's happy and smiley again, so she, you know, she was okay. It was like itchy and bothering her a little bit, but like the later that day and then a few days later, but she's all better now. She'll never forget it though. She will never forget this trip. So, this sticker was not where I wanted it, so I peeled it off and started over. I want to do the tag on the top right. And it's so cute. It just says collecting moments and things, because we did get, you know, the donuts and the cider, and I purchased some things to bring home. And then I'm just gonna embellish that, or I'm gonna journal on that just says class photo. I was trying to make a tag. I'm gonna make this tag go over the stamp that I put on the center of that picture because I like it better. So it just says document, and I embellish it with a little circle sticker and then a star. And then I put hayride fun ? Because of the fact that she got stung after. So this was after the hayride, and we were in the little general store, and I let her pick out some candy, of course. So all I did was put a little star above the I on that Simply Live Simply card, and I put a little bit of washi and a label on this picture of Norah. Oh, there I am signing her agenda book. This is like her homework. I have to write in it every night and send it back to her school. So there you go. You got to see it. So there's the washi. There's the label. I love those labels. I want like 100 more of those sheets of labels. Oh, and I want to mention that this video is sped up to 5 times like the actual speed, otherwise we'd be here forever. So there I go, showing you the close-ups, happy Norah and sad Norah. Poor baby. Okay, so that's the left side. Now moving on to the right. This is Norah in the store. We stopped, I needed to get some more tape, and she wanted to get a couple crafts. So we stopped at Hobby Lobby. She got some nano tape. That was like her new, like, fascinating thing that she's into. I don't know why she's always into messy things like slime and kinetic sand, and now like nanotape, which requires you to use like sequins and Orbeez, and it's just like I just really have to swallow my pride and let her get messy. But I just like that picture of her looking at all the things that she wants to get for her room, because that's she gets to decorate her room for Christmas. And obviously you saw me switch out that little puffy star. I liked the red better instead of that like stark teal. I don't know what I was thinking. Simple embellishment of Norah with her nano bubble tape, bubble squishy thing that she made. It is really hard, by the way. I don't know if you guys even know what I'm talking about, but it's like this thing on YouTube and TikTok and all the, you know, all the kids. I have no idea. I don't even know if it's a thing anymore, but I just know that Norah watches these videos of kids and like even adults playing with this nano tape and making like little squishies, but it is like almost impossible. And for every one that we got to actually blow up and be a little bubble, which by the way only lasted for like a few minutes, there were probably 4 or 5 that we threw out. So that was like a huge waste of product and like, you know, materials and money. Anyways, that's why I put that chipboard work in progress there. And this little ticket card, I wish there were more of, because I love tickets. I stamped cheer competition, even though it wasn't a competition, it was a showcase, but whatever. Stamped let's go and a little star. And then I'm going to put a piece of chipboard right underneath the competition, where it says competition. So this is really just a decorative card that goes along with the photo to the right of it. And stamp the date, call that one good. And then this is a picture of Norah. Actually, that's me in the background there standing, because I ended up having to backspot a stunt because we're missing 3 girls. So that's me standing there in the background waiting for the stunting portion of the routine. And anyway, Nora's in the front there looking super cute and smiley and happy, and they did a great job. A showcase is not a competition. It's usually done at a competition, but they don't compete. They're just showing, hence the name showcase. So it's an opportunity for them to practice and share their hard work and all that stuff. So I embellished it with another circle sticker. Again, forgot about using those. And I try to incorporate, you know, the same embellishments throughout the 2-page spread. I used the alphas again to spell go, and then did a little journaling on a label. This currently 3x4 card, I'm going to embellish just a bit, and then I am going to write about basically our whole Saturday, actually our whole weekend, and how the cheer showcase was in the morning, and then I had a headache like from Thursday afternoon all through. Actually, I'm filming and doing the voiceover on a Monday, so it's finally gone away earlier this afternoon. So it was like a 4-day migraine headache situation, which was awful. That happens like anytime there's like barometric pressure changes, you know, like a cold front or a warm front. Anyhow, so I'm journaling about, yeah, the weekend, and I stamped "'Tis the season to be cozy" because we were so lazy. Like, other than, I mean, yes, we did the cheer showcase, and Sunday she had to cheer for their first playoff game, and we are still undefeated. It was 45 degrees Sunday morning during the game, freezing, and then it started pouring rain during the 3rd quarter, and thank God they decided to call the game because we were like 32-0 at that point, and it was freezing cold. So they were like, okay, the game's over. So that means we go to the second playoff game, which is going to be this coming Saturday. Anyway, that's what I'm journaling about, and basically how in between those 2 things, we did nothing. Our family did mostly nothing. We like lounged around on our devices. We like did some puzzles. I mean, played a couple games. We really did not do much this weekend. We all needed it. I took a nap from the week I had previously. So yeah, it was it was lovely. Sometimes you need that, you know. Also, my husband picked up this ginormous cat tower for the cats, and I did get a shot, and that picture is the two of them on it. But really, so far, it seems like Smokey's the only one who is really, really into it. And Jeeves is just super fat, so I don't know if he could even climb up to the top. Poor guy. So the picture I'm embellishing is the one of some of, not, it's not all the girls, but some of the girls before the game started with the mascot. And I was going to put number one, but then I didn't have a number sign, and I was like, I'm not going to sit here and make one. So I just decided to spell out win because we won. And I felt like that was good enough. I didn't really need to journal anything. I think that suffices. And so I forgot about the picture behind it because Norah is she's back spotting a new stunt, which is off camera because I am a dingus. So I'm going to have some stamp therapy fun. Some of it I think is off camera, but I basically just took a bunch of fall phrases between the paper person and my Studio Calico fall stamps and stamped like football games and then autumn vibes, fall favorites, sweater weather, cozy vibes, crisp and cool, those types of sentiments. And then took a couple of the little decorative icons off of the Studio Calico sheet and colored them in with my Karen markers that I've recently picked up. They're the Brush Marker Pros, and I absolutely love the way these color on the cardstock. So that was a little fun, like, creative sesh on this card. I didn't really need to journal or use that real estate for journaling or storytelling, so that's why I was like, let me just get a little decorative here, make my sort of own 3x4 card on the inside. And I loved doing that. So I'm going to color all of this in, and then you're going to see me move on to the middle bottom card, which is a whole lot of journaling. It kind of mimics the card on the left that I did journaling for the field trip on. It says something about, I don't even know. I have to look at the card when I lift it up. But I don't end up journaling what it says. It says something about like a simplified life or tips for a simplified life or how to have habits. There it is. Habits for a simplified life. But that's not what I'm journaling about. I just chose to use that card because it had spaces for journaling separate, like thoughts, which I love those types of pocket cards. But also it mimicked the one that's on the left side, and I like to have balance. So even though I didn't journal about habits for a simplified life, I still use that card. And I'm actually going to use alphas for the right side. I wanted to do letters for the days of the week that I was going to be journaling about in each of those boxes, but I didn't have enough. So I tried to see if I had other letters that could work. I didn't have any that were the same font, so I decided not to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever days I was going to journal about. So instead, I put days. I just spelled days. I really wish that you got more alphas and numbers with the kits. But anyway, that's just my gripe. So now I'm going to journal about each of the days, all the things I've already shared with you. And then the last thing I'm going to do is, oh no, sorry. I'm going to go back. So I was going to embellish the cat picture, and then I decided, I should add some more letters to a different picture. So I go up to the one of Norah in the aisle there, and I just spelled out, yeah, because she's like, it's exciting to start thinking about Christmas, especially, I'm sure, at 8 years old. Well, she's almost 8. So then the last thing I do is embellish this picture of the kitties, and that's going to be it for this week. I cannot believe there are only 10 more weeks to document in this project. What is life? I don't know. I'm going to add a couple of strips of washi, add the little tag that says stay cozy for a pop of red, and call that one good. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did, please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribing. If you're not, I would love that so much. I really appreciate you being here. Take care of yourselves, sweet friends, and remember that you are enough, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.